What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, and I am bringing you the end of our latest arranged war with, you can see it right here, LP6 Minotaur, part of the LP family. And if you guys don't know who they are, check them out. A great war clan, a great war family. Was really fun. Like I mentioned before, it was an arranged war, so it was evenly matched, 30 versus 30. Very, very cool. Fortunately, WHF Rising did come out the victor here, but it was a well-fought, hard war on both sides. Real cool attacks, real cool bases. We really enjoyed ourselves, so tons of props and shout out to LP6 Minotaur. I'll definitely look forward to the next war we'll do, in the future, and the best of luck to them in the near future with the, some of their up and coming wars. So, that being said, everybody used their full attacks, 60 out of 60. And we had, I think one Town Hall 10. Let's see how many Town Hall 9s we had. So it looks like I don't know if it's 18 or 19 or number 19. So we had I think 18 Town Hall 9s and I think 11 or 10 Town Hall 8s. So that's how it broke down. You can see what they did. They struggled. They actually didn't really struggle with our Town Hall 10. They got a 2-star. I think they 2-starred it for 61%. Their Town Hall 9 did that. And their Town Hall 10, I think, dipped twice to hit our... Oh, let me see before I say that. Yeah, he dipped down twice to hit number 2 and number 3. They struggled with a couple of our Town Hall 9s towards the top, one in the middle, and a couple in the lower. We did have some pretty good Town Hall 9 designs, so definitely, excuse me, wasn't easy. So it's not like they didn't do decent attacks. Some of them were really close, so it was really good. We squeaked by our number 1 with, I think, a 50%, so barely a 2-star, but we got that, and I think we only struggled with a couple of them, and we had like, I think 4 or 5 attacks within the last 3 minutes, and we just, I don't know what happened. We just put it together and attacked at the last second. We were ahead, so what the pressure wasn't on us. We still should have ended the war a little bit better, but whatever it is, it is. Let's jump into these wars. We'll show the Town Hall 9, Town Hall 8 attacks, and I will show the 6-star, the guys that got the 6 stars for this clan war too. So let's go ahead and jump into that and see what's up. Alright, so one of the things I didn't do is show them. I just wanted to show their, so that you could check out, their information and everything like that. Their wars, their their Lost Phoenix War Clan, and you can check them out. So very, very good clan. Let's go ahead and, I wish I could show all of the attacks that we did. Of course, we don't have time for that, so there were some fantastic attacks, but I'm trying not to duplicate too many of the same strategies over and over again. We used tons of Queen Walk with GoVaHos. It's just what works, so if it's, especially in a range war, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Let's try Jake here. And we'll watch 4 versus 4 here. Queen Walk, GoVaHo. And the cool thing about this attack is just the patience that Foghorn has towards the end of this attack with his hogs and wall breakers and everything like that. So we're doing 2 jumps, 2 heals. And I try to mix it up with the spell compositions too. So even if I show another Queen Walk GoVaHo, it's not going to have 2 jumps and 2 heals. I might do 1 jump, 3 heals, just to show you the the difference that you can do. So we've got the Queen going in here. It looks like a Queen Charge, not a Queen Walk. We've got wall breakers going in there. And then we've got, well, it looks like we're doing the kill squad here, actually. So I think the Queen will also break in with the rest of the kill squad, unless she starts walking up. But we'll see what happens here. So the kill squad goes in here with a golem, cold-blooded, and some Valkyries. They're going to have to deal with this golem in there. And heals up that golem, because when that golem bursts, it does 450 damage, area of effect, so it nails those Valkyries. But they will go ahead and be healed. Now, keep in mind also, if you've upgraded, if this person's upgraded the spring traps, it can go all the way up to, I think, level 5, but or level 4. Level 2 spring traps will spring or fling 2 Valkyries now, so you know it's going to be a little bit easier to make anti or semi-anti Valk bases depending on where you put the spring traps. It will make it more vulnerable to hogs, though, if you use too many spring traps in the entry of the you know, for the kill squad. So give take, just see how it works out there. So he still has 3 more hogs left over, but he's going to let these guys do what they're doing. These kill squad, they're kind of running willy-nilly here. They are, you know, running all around. Valkyries are punching through walls, King's punching through walls, and that golem is tanking a little bit for these defenses, but the Queen will go ahead and walk away, get the aggro off of her in just a second, and then she'll go ahead and there we go, the aggro's off of her. She'll get the healer will switch the golem, but the Queen will be able to take out these defenses with that hog. So he's using not even surgical hogs, he's using very strategic hogs to try to take out 1 or 2 defenses at a time while the golem or the Queen is helping out with that. The Queen is now busting through this wall to get through these defenses. The healer is on the golem, but I think the healer will switch off as soon as they start walking in, or at least the Queen will get the partial heals while she's walking through the golem. So there we go, the healers are back on the Queen again, or the area of effect heal is getting them both. So the Queen's going to go ahead and take out some of these defense while the golem tanks. And I mean, it's really cool here because here, look at those 3 extra wall breakers. Don't know why he had them. I'm sure it wasn't for the end, but way to use them and hold on to them right here, because it's going to break that golem and Queen through, speed things up. And then he has 2 more hogs right now. That golem is tanking 3 Teslas and an archer tower. These hogs are going to skate in there free of charge, and they're going to go ahead and take out this. I wish I could speed it up, but we haven't even gotten to the defense list because that Tesla is the last defense. So there you go, 3 stars. Way to start us off with this review. Number 7. All right, number 7. Let's do this. Hashtag 1 or number 1. So GoVaHo, but we're doing 1 jump, 2 heals, and a rage. So mixing things up a little bit. Still doing a Queen, I think a Queen walk. No, I think we're doing a Queen charge. We've got 4 wall breakers, and I think this one is a Queen charge, which basically means he wants to break into the base. So we've got the wizards kind of doing a little bit of funneling here on top, where they're going to be able to cherry pick all of these buildings and funnel for this Queen. There's the wall breakers that go in, open this compartment. The wizard's almost done with that far right storage unit, so it's going to force the Queen to walk up after this air defense and get that archer tower. And she's probably not going to walk out anymore. She's going to walk up to that cannon and then continue to go that way. Get the clan castle lore, drops the poison, very nicely done. That's exactly what's going on. That wizard's still doing work, cleaning up tons of trash buildings for free with nothing in its way. I think the king is not too happy about that. The enemy king, he's a little confused on what this wizard's doing. There we go, the Tesla farm. So this Queen's getting tons of value out. I don't know if she's getting giant bomb spots or negating that, but she's definitely getting Teslas and a lot of point defenses, which is fantastic. The kill squad's going up at the 3 o'clock position with Kings and Valkyries and some wizards to back them up. And we've got a jump going down, very nice jump. I mean, look at that. It's connecting 4 different compartments and letting a heal go through that's going to go ahead and hit these Valkyries. Skip the hogs a little bit until they jump into this archer tower, and then they'll get healed back up. So, I mean, just really nice. That the archer tower actually went down by those Valks, but that's fine. So the Queen's still doing her thing, taking out more Teslas while it's being tanked by the golem, and just a bunch more hogs. Still has 3 more hogs left over. That Queen's going to help out with any kind of pathing to giant bombs. There we go. There's one that was missed. And it sends the rest of the hogs in for that last defense at the 9 o'clock position, and we are in cleanup mode. Look at how many hogs he has. The Queen is still up full with ability. King is still there. We got wizards, and I think we had a builder hut on the bottom. So, I mean, just crushes this base completely. Very, very nice attack. Number 1 gets 6 stars for this clan war. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in a cleanup attack as well in this war recap. Usually I separate the videos, but I'm not going to do that. I had a 5.999999 repeating, or maybe it's a 5.98, whatever. I had a 3-star hit, a fresh hit that I got 3-star on, and I posted that video. Check that out. It is a fresh hit, my first live recorded attack that I did in real time. Very, very cool. You guys have been asking for it. I've been waiting to do that. That's done. I'm going to show my attack here of my 99% fresh hit on number 8. I love the strategy, and the cool thing is it was duplicated perfectly, and it was a 3-star simply. So there's a couple things I did wrong. First of all, I have my Dark Spell factory upgrading, and I don't have 2 poisons, so that's going to be a problem with me dropping the poisons for the spell. For the clan castle, and I'm a little late on that. Excuse me. Secondly, the minions, I mess up the funneling in the beginning. Just take too long, and the builder hut right here, I always preach about how stupid builder huts are in corners, and I hate their designs, but gets me this time. It usually doesn't. I did have an archer for it, but I just was stupid about it. So drop the giant in there, really not necessary. I could have dropped the queen in there and started going, but that's one minor mistake. And then if you notice, this minion I just dropped right here is going to get an air bomb. And that's not the big problem. I actually brought another minion just in case, but it's where I dropped the minion, and I dropped the minion and it goes over to the gold mine instead, which is going to take too much time. So now I've got to drop a wizard in there and speed things up with I dropped the wizard in the wrong spot as well too. So I need that army cat. Now I can drop the queen in there and start the funneling and doing all that, or not the funneling, but start my actual raid. It's already 30 seconds into the raid before I've even dropped my queen charge, which is never a good thing. So my goal is to take out those 3 air defenses with my queen. And potentially king, and then I'm going to use LaLoon for this top air defense and take that out. And then I got a kill squad coming in, take the royals up at the top, 3 o'clock. There we go. Or no, not royals. I'm sorry. I got dragons. Sorry, I got dragons to come in and take them. I got 6 dragons, so I'm doing the funneling and going to push them through. Got 3 rages and a jump. The jump is for the queen. Everything's going fine so far. I needed to start that dragon. I started that at the right time, just hoping that the queen does her thing. Don't drop the poison in really late on here. I should have dropped it in like 2 days ago, but I finally dropped the poison. I was worried about the rage for the dragons, and I do have to use my ability just to make sure that those loons don't drop bombs on her and take her out. So that's not a huge deal either. Rage was fine. Didn't really want to use the ability, but it's not going to hurt me at the end. So I've got 1 air defense down, and now as the dragons are approaching, I'll go ahead and send my 3 of my loons. I'll hold 1 in the bag here to push them through here and get rid of that air defense. So they're going to split a little bit. Take out that cannon. Unfortunately, some of my lava pups are going to go down, but that's fine. And then they finally take this air defense, and now they're going to move their way in there. Queen is taking out things. King is dropped from the bottom to take out that air defense, that second air defense, and we just got to get that last one. So the queen is going to make her way in there. And I don't know if she actually gets that. All these skelly traps, they're actually pulling her into where she needs to be, which is fantastic. But the healers have switched to the king. All the dragons are done. We do have lava pups up. That king does make it in there. So just timing was a little off on both things. I drop an archer right here, which is just so dumb for me. I should never have dropped that archer up there. I didn't notice that there was a builder hut up there. That archer could have definitely taken care of that. And this queen would have hit that spell factory. I don't know if she would have made it to that army camp in time. Maybe she would have, but maybe not. It's probably still would have been a 99%. She probably would have just finished that. The archer would have finished that builder hut, and then that army camp probably would have still been left. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. So regardless, I love the attack. I put it together. I was really happy about the strategy and everything. Monster Sauce comes in here and does the almost exact same attack. So he is using wizards to speed up that funneling process, which is very good. And he drops the queen down there a lot quicker and doesn't even use a giant like I did. So he drops the queen, gets the aggro, and then starts throwing those wall breakers in there, and he starts it going good. His problem is, I mean, he still gets the 3-star very easily with tons of time. He doesn't start his dragons quick enough, but that's fine. He's got a level 25 queen, so his queen is going to do her thing pretty easily. He also drops 4 loons on those defenses up top, whereas I held one back just to throw them in, take care of some of those archer towers up there at the 2 o'clock position. Just tweaked it a little bit. I liked mine a little bit better in that aspect, but his was much, and his poison was 10 times better than mine. He has 2 poisons, drops them both. He's not going to have to use a rage, nor is he going to have to use the ability. So he's going to be able to keep an extra rage and keep that queen, full health with no abilities used. So that's just fantastic, much better than me. And he's going to take the jump there. Dragons are going in, like I said, a little late on the dragons. They're very slow cleaning up. That pesky sweeper is going to get taken out here, so that's very good. The king, I dropped mine a little later, which actually made it so that it wouldn't walk. The king starts walking, which is not a good thing either. Now he's got Teslas on him. He's got an Expo, and he's got healers that are out of rage. So that rage was misdropped, but that's fine. It's going to go ahead and take out that air defense just in time as the dragons are making their way. We've got the Lava Hound that is finally taken out, and these loons are going to try to make it into this air defense, but they're just not going to make it. That air defense is beyond life support. So the queen is banging on a wall here. The air defense is getting in some free shots to these poor dragons. Queen finally walks in there, takes care of that with 1 shot, and we've got 5 dragons still up, so this base is completely toast. Does take care of that builder hut up top. The tons of air bombs or seeking air mines that take care of those 2 dragons, but 3 dragons, and it was eminent that it was going to be done. I'll take credit for the cool strategy and give Monster Sauce great credit for executing it much better than I did. So love to see that, especially when you get a 95+%. Just makes sense to go ahead and tweak it. I mean, it was an easy tweak. So, no thought into it, and just, especially with even higher heroes. He could have done it with less heroes as well. So we've got Mini Matino going in here with a GoVaHo, 1 jump and 3 heals, so mixing things up a little bit. I think we're doing a queen charge again. Well, he's got no, he doesn't have healers. I'm sorry. This is just a straight GoVaHo. So no healer, no queen walk, no queen charge, and tons of wall breakers, opening up that second compartment in there. A golem going in there for the clan castle, and as long as these Valkyries kind of stay away from them, it's no big deal. But they are going to get aggro as well as the king. Also wanted to show an attack with lower heroes. Look at level 13 queen and level 10 king going against a mid-level Town Hall 9. It's definitely not max. Lower air defenses, archer towers, expos, but max Teslas, max cannons, max mortars. So it's right there in the middle. You can do this with lower royals, and the walls are not bad. He's got some max level Town Hall 9 walls too. Not all of them, but a couple of them. So definitely a good base to hit for his. He's got some Valkyries that are banging on the wall. They did take the jump. The queen's there. The king's there. They're both up. The queen finally uses her ability. Tons and tons of hogs. So we will fast forward this and get towards the end of here. And we'll go ahead and clean this up. Swags the heal. Look at that. Crushes the base so much he can swag a heal. Very, very nice attack. Let's go ahead and jump down to 17, and we'll show some of the lower Town Hall 9 hits. Ziggy, or 8.5. Ziggy brings it back old school with a shattered GoHo. Love this. I mean, it's almost like a mass hog. 30 hogs. That's just so cool. Love to see that. So we've got a golem taking a long scenic tour to that mortar. Wizard's coming behind it, decides to get aggro on that queen, and gets a one or two good shots in there, but not enough to take it. That golem is a poor punching bag. Look at that top golem. The wall breakers have broken in at 3 o'clock. Queen and king are going in there, and their job is to take out that kill squad and the enemy queen. The enemy queen is just going down right now, and guys, I'm finding these baby dragons to be really tough in clan castles. They have rage, which at level 2 I think does 160 damage if I'm not mistaken. Wait, yeah, I think it's 80. Yeah, I think it's 80 plus times 2 with the rage. So they're doing 160 DPS. They're quick. They're rage if they're not put with any other air units. So I'm very happy to see what they can do in clan castles. They tore a couple of our Town Hall 8 attacks up. So we've got looks like we got a couple single things going on here as far as the bombs. He's got one more heal after he's already dropped his 2. Very beautiful heal right on top of that giant bomb. The only problem, he has tons on tons of skellies that are trailing. It looks like a skelly train something. I had something to say with that. I don't know. Train something. It's train of thought? No, it's not train of thought. I don't know. A skelly train. Skelly something. So anyway, takes care of those skellies, and then he's going to go ahead and clean up the rest of the base with this all the wizards on the bottom and the hogs jumping around. We'll fast forward this and get towards the end, but it completely crushes the base with old school GoHo. We don't need Valkyries all the time. We can do this stuff with the old school simple attacks, back to the basics, bread and butter, and the hogs are still doing their thing. Oh, it's got 2 speed, meant to do 4 speed. There we go. Alright, number 19. Number 19 was a cool attack. It was I think it's a Ho Drag LaLoon, or however you want to call that. SGK coming in here and hitting this 8.5. Now, I think it probably could have been done with 4 air defenses, but I'm looking at this base and I see 3 air defenses, which means vulnerability to dragons. Yes, with a max Town Hall 9 or people with like level 4 dragons could have taken this out easier, but keep in mind SGK has a level 5 queen, level 10 king, and he's got level 2 Valks and level 3 dragons. So and his loons are level 5, so they're not even max loons. So keep that in mind when you're looking at this hit and saying, oh, like it's pretty easy to hit with Town Hall 9 troops. Well, he doesn't have Town Hall 9 troops. He has Town Hall 8 troops. So it's a very good hit. He's going against 10-10 Royals. These minions are doing their thing, very patient, waiting to get that funnel taken care of. He has got to take out that queen with this king, so he wants to do a king-queen swap. So those wall breakers are going in. He can drop the queen, drop the Valks, drop the king in there, and they'll go ahead and take out these storage units. And then as soon as that queen fires, everything will start working their way in there and take out that queen in 1 swipe, basically, or 2 swipes. And then we got a golem to deal with. Fortunately, the dragons are going to not care about that golem whatsoever. So we still got the minions funneling up top. Queen is going to get aggro on this golem real quick. The Valkyries are already aggro on them, and get a couple good swipes in there, but still don't break it yet. We've got a Zap Quake going in on that 1 air defense, and we've got 2 more that need to be taken care of. So he's already starting the dragon funneling here. Those minions just completely cleared out like 1/3 of the base. He's got I don't even think that's a max Lava Hound in the clan castle. I think it's like a level 3 one. So that's tanking on that first air defense, actually tanking both of those air defenses. And since it is a lower level air defense, it's going to be able to tank both while these dragons get in there. Just so nicely done. Maybe it was a max. It just didn't look like a max Lava Hound. The graphics don't look like it. And I was like looking at this going, where did he get those level 5 loons? Because I'm so used to seeing those black loons. But he's got the level 5 ones in here going and doing their thing, trying to help out these dragons, going through hastes and rages, and getting to these Teslas. I don't think they're going to make it too far past these Teslas. Fortunately, they're not max Teslas, but you're going to just get there in time and then drop. So we've got 2 dragons, 3 dragons that need to still come in here, and we've got a couple wizards. This dragon's tanking for a couple of these things, but still just not enough. And let's go ahead and fast forward this. And those 2 Teslas are going to take out by those remaining dragons. So very cool combination. I mean, look at all the different units he's got here: wizards and Valkyries, hogs, dragons, and loons, and lava hounds. Very nice. Each of these units played a different part in the attack, which I love to see. It's a lot of moving pieces, but SGK is a very good attacker. All right, just a couple more to do. Let's jump into our Town Hall 8 attacks. I'm going to show you some anti-3 bases. You guys are always asking for anti-3 bases. GoVaHo, and the loons are saved for the end here. So we've got a decent anti-3 base design here. We're doing just a cold-blooded GoVaHo with a bunch of wizards. And we've decided not to do a lure at all. So we dropped the giant in there, I don't know, just I guess to just to be fodder, just to tank for those hogs as best as it can. But it doesn't really get too far. So it's going to go ahead and take out that wizard tower, but it does not get the lure. So we've got a lot of the funneling that's all done up there. We do have what everybody hates to see when they're doing a GoVaHo, which is dragons in the clan castle. Those are just going to go ahead and roast that poor golem. Heals up those Valkyries, and the wizards are flanking from behind to take out that dragon. They finally do, and the Valkyries come out of that heal pretty much unscathed. Uses the second heal there to go ahead and push them through this area of the base. And we've got 11 hogs. There we go. Just really late on those hogs. Those hogs should have been sent in about 5 minutes ago, or I'm sorry, 5 seconds ago to 10 seconds ago, while that kill squad was making its way through the moat. Well, it was targeting on that. Now they're actually, the hogs are getting targeted. So we've got a Golemite down on the bottom, and we've got, look at all these things being tanked by the kill squad. Should send in those loons like yesterday as well. So really late on those loons. The hogs are actually going to beat those loons there. And yeah, then they're just going to be there for cleanup after this cannon. So, you know, the timing was off, but, you know, you're allowed to make mistakes. It was a 3-star, and that's all that matters. The strategy was definitely there. Just the timing was quite off on some of those deployments. All right. 2, 3 more. 21, GoDragHoLoon. Let's check out that fish cake. Going and optimizing his attack and taking advantage over this base design. He's going to zap Quake up on the down on the bottom, up on the bottom. He's at 1 rage and 1 poison. So, I'm going to go ahead and do the dragon funnel. We'll go ahead and speed this thing up because we all know what's going to happen here. So, going against the sweeper, which is always tough, uses the rage to get into those air defenses and drops some of those loons to help out with the defenses. And we've got still taking out that sweeper is just not wanting to go down. It's not going to go down without a fight. So dragons, 4 dragons up. Finally, the sweeper goes down, makes things a lot easier on those other 3 dragons. And we've got 1 Tesla, 1 Archer Tower, and the rest of the defenses are pretty much sitting ducks. That air bomb goes up and just about takes that dragon out, but just not enough. And they don't get to roast the king. The king lives, but the base gets 3-starred. So I don't know which the winner or which the loser there. SM14, going to do a GoVaHo, but this time we're going to use 3 heals and 2 poisons for this attack. So we're doing another cold-blooded entry. 1 golem is going to get. Look at all those trash buildings that can be cleaned up with just that 1 golem entry. So it's going to make things a lot easier. Very nice timing for the mortar. Those wall breakers. It waits till that mortar hits the ground and then sends those wall breakers in right after. Very nicely done. And we've got quite a good funnel there, so that these Valkyries, King, and Golem will start walking their way into there. Drops a nice poison on that clan castle. Everything's being done really, really nice with this attack. timing is all there. Sending in hogs from the bottom, look at that. I mean, they got 3 or 4 hogs going in as that kill squad was tanking. They're starting to work their way up, so he's got to go ahead and start sending more hogs in the bottom like he's doing, just to go ahead and push them through, because the kill squad's going the opposite way. There is a single that gets tripped there, and I don't think it's a double. Let's see now. It looks like it's just a single. So we've got these hogs doing their thing. And I'm not sure where that. Oh, the golem's already triggered the double giant bomb. So this base completely toasted, completely trashed, and we've got one more attack to show, and then we are all finished. We're in cleanup mode right now, and almost done. So let's check out our last quad quake GoVaHo, and then we'll call it a day. Alright, number 24, GoVaHo Quad Quake. Still good design, good anti-3 base, and we're going to go ahead and quad quake this one, and we have a shattered entry this time, 2 golems, but I don't think anybody's done a lure yet. I think they've all gone in with their golems and just kind of forced the lure with the kill squad. So we've got a very wide funnel going on right now. There goes the quad quake to open that base, but not only does it open the base, the entry without having to use wall breakers, it gets a good portion of this base open in the core as well. So it's going to open a lot of double giant bomb possibilities, or double giant bomb spots. We got the wizards still doing some cleanup on there. The Valks, the funneling was not well done, so they make their own hole in that quad quake. They're like, yeah, well, we're going to go ahead and make our own door. So they open it up with just a couple of swings. Lower level walls enable them to do that. And we got some hogs coming in on the back end, so very nice while that kill squad is tanking for those defenses. I mean, look at all these hogs are just getting in there for the cost of 1 emission for like 10 of them. So that's exactly what you want to have happen. Still, the kill squad's working its way down south, and we've got cannons that are on them. Just taking really good advantage of that. So I think a couple of those mortars are actually firing on the kill squad as well. Just really nice timing. So we've got the king is still up. He has used the ability. Got to heal that last giant bomb spot just a tiny bit late, but I think this is probably a fresh hit, so not sure where all the giant bombs are. Just really cool, really nicely done. And we're going to go ahead and fast forward this all the way to the end. So again, we really appreciate their ranged war with LP6 Minotaur. We loved it. We'll wait to do it again. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these attacks. Get used to it. Practice to use those friendly challenges. Get those 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.